I heard you got kicked out of the band then in '89.
Mhm.
Was it kicked out by Murph? Was it? Is it?
My Jay and Murph.
Yeah.
Jay and Murph. Yeah.
But how did it go? Was it? How do you look back on it now?
It was very clumsy. It was just clumsy. The whole thing just was very clumsy. Very, clumsy on their, like, they kicked me out in kind of a clumsy way, and then I reacted to it in a very clumsy way, and at the time it seemed very
Very big.
big and important and sad and angry, and but now, it's that time thing. It's just like, I don't know.
But if you look back on it now, what was then for you the can you pinpoint where why it had to go this way? Can you pinpoint the way?
Sure. No, I can, of course. Yeah. I know what I did wrong.
What did you do wrong?
Nothing. I was just I didn't have any confidence. I mean, that's all. It's just a bad mix. I mean, it's a bad mix. If you get someone who has absolutely no confidence, sort of combined with like someone like Jay, who was really powerful at that period of time. Like, he was coming into his own. He had a lot of people around him. Like, people really supported him. And he was a really powerful person, and he was confident, in a way. Like, he was really stepping out and kind of, although he's not known as a confident person, and his music doesn't necessarily display but there was a real ambition and a confidence behind what we were doing. So if you combine that with like me, who I was just sort of, I was very young and just trying to, I was just trying to find my way and kind of, I don't know.
But did you ever say to him, "You were right. I was battling you, trying to prove myself.
Yeah.
I tried to bury you with guilt."
Yeah, right.
Was it hard to write that song?
No. No, of course not.
It was relief.
Yeah, because that song is it's a good example of like how I looked at the situation and figured out what I did wrong. That's what I did. The way that's describing that's a real critique on the way that I behaved. It's not like a,
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, but it's done with like a sense of like, the way I sing it, I did it with a sense of, like I'm kidding myself, or to me it's funny, I was sort of, it was a way, like a sarcastic way to look at like what seemed really devastating to me at the time, but I was able to look at it that way and examine my own behavior and kind of.
After 2 years already.
But I wrote that really quickly, like right after the.
But never thought of, let's try to make it up, or.
No.
No, could be.
No, I got kicked out of the band. I was the one who got kicked out.
Okay, but maybe okay.
No, and I got kicked out. I mean, there wasn't really much of a choice whether I wanted to, but I didn't want to anyway. I mean, it was it ended up to be a wonderful thing that happened. And